What if the person who risked everything to tip off police about a fugitive's whereabouts doesn't receive the reward they were promised? Today, we're diving deep into the shocking arrest of Luigi Mangione at a McDonald's drive-thru, the growing uproar over a potentially unpaid reward, and the evidence that allegedly connects Mangione to the tragic unaliving of Unitedhealthcare CEO Brianthompson. Stick around, because this case has layers that will leave you questioning justice, ethics, and the thin line between anger and obsession. Before we jump in, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Life Points with Ronda on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon for more deep dives into stories that shape our world. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's grow this community together. Welcome back to Life Points with Ronda, the podcast and channel where we dive into the stories that make us think deeply about our lives, our choices, and how we navigate relationships. Today's story is as complex as it is tragic, involving Luigi Mangione, a fugitive now captured, and his alleged connection to the untimely demise of Unitedhealthcare CEO Brianthompson. This case has captured nationwide attention, not only because of the shocking details of Mangione's arrest, but also because of the ethical questions surrounding the promised reward for the tipster who risked their safety. Let's break this all down, piece by piece. Luigi Mangione, a 44-year-old former insurance broker, has been on law enforcement's radar for weeks. Known for his fiery temper and alleged history of financial disputes, Mangione's troubles began escalating years ago after a series of professional and personal setbacks. Sources describe Mangione as a man deeply embittered by perceived injustices, particularly involving corporate America. His alleged vendetta against Unitedhealthcare reportedly stems from a rejected claim that left him facing financial ruin. For Mangione, the decision-makers at the company, including CEO Brianthompson, became symbolic of everything wrong in his life. Over the years, Mangione's anger appears to have morphed into obsession, culminating in a series of events that would eventually place him at the center of a tragic crime. Brianthompson, the CEO of Unitedhealthcare, was widely regarded as a compassionate leader, steering one of the largest healthcare organizations in the country. Thompson's death sent shockwaves through the business and healthcare communities, and details about the incident remain chilling. Authorities believe Thompson's death was the result of a calculated act, and all signs point to Mangione as the primary suspect. What makes this case even more unsettling is the evidence allegedly tying Mangione to the crime. Investigators have uncovered a disturbing timeline, starting with years of threatening emails and social media posts directed at Thompson and his team. In one particularly damning piece of evidence, Mangione allegedly made statements about making them pay in a recorded conversation with an associate. Thompson's tragic loss has highlighted how unchecked anger and resentment can spiral into devastating actions, and it has left his family and colleagues searching for answers and justice. Mangione managed to evade authorities for several weeks before his dramatic capture at a McDonald's in Altoona. According to reports, Mangione had been living out of his vehicle, changing locations frequently to avoid detection. On the day of his arrest, law enforcement received a crucial tip from an anonymous source pinpointing Mangione's location. Witnesses at the scene described Mangione as appearing frazzled and caught off guard. Officers approached him at the back of the McDonald's, with caution ultimately taking him into custody without incident. After checking the inside of his vehicle, investigators reportedly found key evidence, including documents linked to Unitedhealthcare and weapons that could match those used in the crime. While Mangione is now in custody, questions remain about the circumstances leading up to his arrest and the role of the anonymous tipster in bringing him to justice. Here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. The tipster who provided the information leading to Mangione's arrest is now facing the possibility of not receiving the promised reward. Authorities had advertised a substantial sum, reportedly $60,000, for anyone who could help locate Mangione. However, recent statements suggest there may be technicalities preventing the payout. According to sources, The reward was contingent upon specific conditions, such as the information being unique and actionable. Law enforcement has hinted that the tip they received may have already been under investigation, potentially disqualifying the tipster from receiving the full amount. This revelation has sparked public outrage, with many arguing that such loopholes undermine the incentive to come forward with critical information in future cases. For the anonymous tipster, this feels like a betrayal. They risk their safety to aid in the capture of a dangerous fugitive, only to face the possibility of being left empty-handed. As this controversy unfolds, it raises larger questions about the ethics and transparency of reward systems in high-profile criminal cases. The case against Mangione is steadily growing, with investigators revealing a series of damning pieces of evidence, including threatening communications, emails, and messages allegedly sent by Mangione detail threats against Thompson and his company. Some of these messages include explicit references to acts of violence, financial disputes. Mangione reportedly had a long-standing legal battle with Unitedhealthcare, claiming the company's policies had cost him everything. These disputes appear to have fueled his anger toward Thompson. Physical evidence items recovered from Mangione's vehicle and residence include incriminating documents, weapons, and a handwritten list of grievances against Unitedhealthcare executives. Witness accounts. Several individuals close to Mangione have come forward with troubling stories, describing his increasing paranoia and fixation on seeking revenge. While Mangione maintains his innocence, the evidence paints a compelling picture of a man driven to extreme actions by anger and obsession. At its core, this story is a cautionary tale about unresolved conflict and the destructive power of resentment. Here on Life Points with Ronda, we often discuss the importance of managing emotions and finding healthy ways to address grievances. Mangione's alleged actions illustrate how unchecked anger can spiral into devastating consequences, not only for the individual but for everyone around them. Relationships, whether personal or professional, require balance, boundaries, and open communication. When those elements are missing, the results can be catastrophic. The capture of Luigi Mangione and the tragic loss of Brianthompson remind us of the ripple effects of our choices. As we follow this case, let's reflect on how we handle conflicts in our own lives and strive to foster understanding and resolution. If you enjoyed today's discussion, please like, share, and subscribe to Life Points with Ronda on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon for more stories that challenge us to think critically about our lives and relationships. Let's continue this conversation in the comments. Do you think the tipster deserves the reward? What are your thoughts on the evidence against Mangione? Let's talk about it.
Thanks for joining me on Life Points with Ronda. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more relationship tips and life advice. Looking for more in-depth conversations and exclusive content? Visit my website at lifepointswithronda.com. Discover insightful podcasts, blog posts, and resources that will help you build stronger relationships and improve your daily life. Join our community on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for daily inspiration and updates. And remember, every relationship starts with you. Let's make life better together.